Welcome to today's Explainer. When we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, we're talking about a global icon who has practically redefined the words records, hard work, and passion. We all know his sheer magnitude on the pitch, but what makes his story truly fascinating to me isn't just the victories, it's the one ultimate quest that still remains incomplete. So today, let's map out the timeline, the unbelievable triumphs, the heartbreaks, and the incredible resilience of a literal living legend.
Just look at the stark contrast here. On one hand, you have everything Ronaldo embodies, right? An absolute mountain of records, a legendary work ethic, and unmatched global success. But balanced against that overflowing trophy cabinet is this one glaring, unfulfilled dream, the FIFA World Cup. It really makes you wonder, how exactly does a player who has won literally everything deal with the one thing he hasn't?
Section 1. Unfulfilled Dream. World Cup.
Now, you might be thinking this is a recent obsession, but this pursuit has spanned literally 2 decades. Just look at these milestones. We start way back in 2006 with his debut, jumped to peak dominance in 2018, hit historic highs and devastating exits in 2022, and now we're looking ahead to 2026. Think about that for a second. 20 years at the absolute pinnacle of international football. It's a massive testament to his journey from a young prodigy to an enduring veteran.
Section 2, 2006, Rise of a Star.
Moving right along to Section 3, Records and Brilliant Performances.
To really truly understand his dominance on the stage, we have to talk about 2018, Portugal against Spain. On the biggest stage, under the brightest lights, Ronaldo scored an absolutely brilliant hat-trick. And this wasn't just a great game, it was a pure showcase of his peak abilities. He proved to the entire globe that he could single-handedly take control of a World Cup match against a top-tier opponent. He completely cemented his legacy as a titan of the tournament that night.
5. Okay, let's just pause on that for a second. 5. This isn't just a number, it represents a towering slice of football history. In Qatar in 2022, Ronaldo became the very first male player in the history of the sport to score a goal in 5 different FIFA World Cup tournaments. Just think about the sheer dedication required to stay at the top of your game across 5 separate grueling World Cup cycles. It is absolutely mind-boggling. But then, the narrative hits a massive turning point. As historic as Qatar 2022 was for him individually, the collective dream basically came crashing down. Portugal exited the tournament in the quarterfinals, and just like that, the pursuit stopped abruptly. Despite the individual records broken, the ultimate prize slipped through his fingers once more, leaving behind this profound sense of heartbreak on the global stage.
Section 4. Criticism and Struggle.
To really understand the man, we have to look past the physical defenders to his unseen opponents. Age, criticism, pressure. We all face hurdles, but imagine magnifying that scrutiny on a global scale. As Father Time relentlessly ticks on and the pressure to deliver intensifies, his true legacy emerges. It's his incredible, almost stubborn ability to continually overcome these abstract opponents and perform exactly when the world expects him to fail.
Section 5, 2026, The Final Journey.
Merely stepping onto the pitch in 2026 would be a monumental record in itself. It represents a player's absolute refusal to give up, to maintain the physical condition, the mental sharpness, and that fiery desire required to compete at the absolute highest level for a 6 World Cup cycle. That is a testament to an endurance that is quite simply unparalleled in the history of the sport. And so, all of this history brings us to the ultimate question. The suspense is just incredible as we look toward this looming tournament. In his final journey, can Cristiano Ronaldo finally lead Portugal to victory? Can he capture the one prize that has eluded him and become a world champion for the very first time? It's the question that's going to define his final act on the international stage.
As our source material reminds us, great players don't just leave records, they leave history. Ronaldo already has the records, right? He has completely redefined the stat sheets. But history is about the story, the struggle, and the passion. So as you think about everything we've explored today, the timeline, the unseen battles, the unfulfilled dream, ask yourself, regardless of what happens in 2026, hasn't he already left a history that will be talked about forever? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll leave you to ponder that ultimate final chapter.